Artificial intelligence is increasingly pervasive, whether it's seen or not. From the water we drink to the air we breathe and the way we drive, AI is likely impacting some of that for all of us. And the impact may not just be insidious, but overt. Just last week, dozens of experts, including the heads of OpenAI and Google DeepMind, signed on to a public statement saying, quote, mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority, alongside other societal scale risks such as pandemics and nuclear war, unquote. Now, in a rapidly changing world, how can each individual navigate the changes already upon us, with more unknown changes to come? What makes us valuable in a world where artificial intelligence seems to supersede the authentic kind? Joining us now, we have clinical psychologist Chloe Carmichael. Good to have you with us today. Chloe, are you seeing an impact in your clinical practice from artificial intelligence?
Good morning. And yes, I think we're all seeing impacts everywhere from artificial intelligence. But the good news is that there are absolutely things that make us uniquely human. And if we navigate this properly, we can have that AI serving us and actually leaving us more time to connect with the things that really matter most. And I even have an acronym to help folks remember exactly how to do that.
Oh, tell us more.
Yeah, so to just remember easily, you can think of the acronym RECAP, RECAP. So first of all, relationships. There's nothing like human relationships. We are wired for connection. So, whether it be, having your daily hugs or even a noontime phone call where somebody else is counting on you, that sense of human connection and purpose, we are made for that. The E is for exercise. So getting grounded in your body, breaking a sweat, going for a walk, those are things that are going to bring you into your body. The C is for community, and I see you've got my book, Can I Say That?
Right.
About free speech. And so absolutely getting out there in your community, speaking your mind, whether it's through, volunteering or just, getting involved with your neighbors. The A is for adoration. So religion, your spiritual practice. There's a beautiful resurgence of church attendance that's actually happening in young people. I think we're striving for what's truly divine, what goes beyond that artificial intelligence. And the P in RECAP is for politics, right? So AI can do a lot of things, but it cannot get out there and canvas for, the school board that we want to see happen. It can't shape and affect our communities the way that we can. So to recap the recap, that's relationships, exercise, community, adoration, and politics. Those are things AI cannot do.
That's a great picture for ensuring and encouraging agency in this era of change where it does seem like something is just swooping in and taking over. What are the broader implications that you see on people's identity and their sense of belonging? You spoke about community here, going forward.
Yeah, so there can be a temptation to have our identity be rooted in our productivity. Now, being a conscientious hard worker is an important part of your identity. And so then when AI maybe starts stepping in and doing things that, you used to only be able to do, that can be a little bit threatening to a person's sense of identity. But with all of those things that I mentioned in RECAP about, relationships and community, you can use AI to serve those things. So, you can still get on AI and say, hey, tell me 10 good places I should go out with my spouse for a date this weekend, or, what are 5 religious services happening that I should check out if I want to think about, getting back into my faith. So it doesn't have to be a binary choice between our sense of identity versus AI. What I would like us to do is to have AI serve us as a way to enhance us. Just the way people say, money doesn't become who you are, it just amplifies who you are sometimes because it gives you more choices. AI, I think we should look at the same way.
And on this topic of potentially just ensuring that we not only are productive, but maintain a sense of purpose because there's so much about life here that drives us, that makes it worthwhile to be here. You got to start with a purpose, right? How do people hold on to a sense of purpose, despite perhaps where there are reports that AI is displacing people in their workplace, or they're feeling threatened in that sense?
Yeah, you're so correct about that. So to get that sense of purpose, we need people to be counting on us. So, even if it's as simple as saying to your friend or your mother or your sister, let's have a noontime phone call every day. Let's make it happen. We'll connect with each other every day at noon. And you know that somebody is counting on you to, be there emotionally for them at that time. Or, maybe you choose to go serve at a soup kitchen, or, volunteer at your church, or make a date with your spouse. The idea with that sense of purpose is actually to think about how we can serve others, how we can take on responsibility, where we give of ourselves, where we give of our time and our attention. That is one thing that AI cannot do. AI, and even if it did, it would be creepy, right? If AI picked up the phone and called you to say, how's your day? Those are things that only we humans can do. So if we can set up rituals of connection, what maybe before you eat a meal, you always think of a few people that you want to call and thank, or, the Lord above, whatever it may be. But we want to find rituals within our day where we can reach out to others and be present for others. That gives us a sense of purpose.
Wonderful. And just in our last 20 seconds, any thoughts about preparing for the unknown? Because so much about AI is, the future of AI is completely unknown, but this is an age-old topic. And I'm sure as a clinical psychologist, you've got ideas on that.
Of course, yeah. So my previous book, Nervous Energy, Harness the Power of Your Anxiety, covers the fact that the healthy function of anxiety is to stimulate preparation behaviors. And as you mentioned, uncertainty does increase anxiety. So the healthy function of that anxiety and that uncertainty, again, is to think about what are the things that make us uniquely human. And so that's where I go back to that recap, where we think about, getting grounded in our bodies and building our relationships with others. I would encourage everyone out there to make what I call a hot list, your call list, 5 or 6 people that you wish that you connected with more often, but you feel like you never have the time. And then have that list available so that next time you are having that empty feeling of saying, hey, wait a minute, what is my purpose? You can look at that list and say, these people right here, they're counting on me. I should give them a call.
All these solutions feeling very wholesome and grounded. And we really appreciate your time this morning. Your new book, Can I Say That?, coming out in November this year. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Dr. Carmichael.
Thank you. Great to be with you.